Good morning, dear children. How are you? Hope all of you are safe and fine at your home. One small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. With this beautiful quotation, we'll start our lesson. We are studying about computer networks, network topology, and network devices. Different types of network topology we have already read. So today we'll read about mesh topology and some network devices. So what is mesh topology? In mesh topology, all the computers are interconnected to each other in a network. Each computer not only sends its own signals but also relays data from other computers. This type of topology is very expensive as it is very difficult to establish the connections of the mesh topology. In a mesh topology, every node has a point-to-point connection with the other node. The connection in the mesh topology can be wired or wireless. In other topologies, in star topology, we have seen that there will be a central computer, and to the central computer, all other computers will be connected to each other. In bus topology, we have seen that there will be a central bus, and the computers will be connected to that bus to communicate the data. And in a ring topology, all the computers will be connected with each other in a ring shape manner. In mesh topology, all the computers are interconnected to each other in a network. That means each computer will be connected to each other computer. Each computer not only sends its own signals but also relays data from other computers. Means it does both the work, means sending the data and the receiving the data also. This type of topology is very expensive as it is very difficult to establish the connection of the mesh topology, because since each computer need to connect each computer and both the functions sending of data and receiving data will be there, then it is difficult to establish. In a mesh topology, every node has a point-to-point connection with the other node. The connection in the mesh topology can be wired or wireless. So, you see, this is the picture of your mesh topology. So, where each computer is connected to each computer. So, since it is all the computers need to connect with each other, it is difficult to establish. Okay. Next is your actually two types of mesh topologies are there. One is your fully connected, another one is your partially connected. So in fully connected mesh topology has all the computers connected to every other computers, means generally full mesh topology, whatever we studied now, that is your full connected mesh topology, where each computer will be connected to each computer. So it is difficult to establish and expensive also. So partially connected what? So let us see now partially connected. In partially connected mesh topology, all the nodes are not necessary to be connected with each other in a network. This partial mesh topology is less costly compared to full mesh topology, and also it reduces the redundancy. That means redundancy means duplicacy. Okay. So you may or may not connect all computers to each other. Which computers you need to connect with each other, that you can do in partially connected network. Okay. So next come to advantage and disadvantage of mesh topology. Advantage: there is no traffic problem as there are dedicated point-to-point links for each computer. Since each computer is connected to each computer, so they can directly send and receive the data, so there is no traffic problem. It provides high privacy and security. Fault identification is easy because of point-to-point connection. In disadvantage, installation is very difficult in mesh topology as each node is connected to every node. Mesh topology is costly compared to other network topologies, that is your star, bus, etc. Okay, so this is one important question. What are the you can be asked to compare mesh topology with other topologies, or advantage and disadvantage of mesh topology. Okay, so next one is your network devices. Some network devices we'll study today. That is your first one is your hub. A hub is used to connect multiple computers or hosts in a network. It relays the received data to all its output connections without filtering or routing the data to a particular host. You know that hub, there will be means a device will be there to which all the computers in the network will be connected to each other, but it is not very safe because it is not filtering or routing the data. Thus hubs are slow and unsecure also. If the incoming signal is weak, hubs copy the data bit by bit to regenerate the signal strength before transmitting it forward. That's why it is slow, because it will regenerate the data bit by bit. Okay, so you must have seen this type of device somewhere in lab also, you must have seen, or some other places where network is going on. So this is your hub which connects the computers in a network to with each other. Okay, next one is your bridge. A bridge is a two-port device with one input and one output port. It reads the destination address and routes the data accordingly. It can also regenerate the signal strength like hub. It is used to connect two LANs working on the same protocols. Protocols I will tell you in the next class. That means a set of rules which is need to be followed while data transmission takes place over the network. So if two LANs are working on the same protocol, means in the same rule, they can be connected together using a bridge. Okay, so bridge is a two-port device with one input and one output port. That means one input port will be there. See here, one input port and one output port will be there, so they can be connected together using a bridge. Next one is your switch. A switch is a multi-port bridge. It filters data based on the destination address and can handle heavy traffic through its multiple ports. In addition, switches can check for errors before forwarding the data. Okay, so this way switch transmits the data. That is it is a multi-port, means many computers at a time can be connected together in a one switch, and since many ports are there, it can handle heavy traffic. In addition, switches can check for errors. That means what hub was not doing, it was not checking for errors and directly sending the data. So but switches has the capability to check for errors before forwarding the data. Okay, so I think this is for today this much. Next class some other network devices are there, we'll study, and then we'll study about transmission media. Hope all of you understand, and do the assignment in your copy. If any doubt you have, send the message through Campus Care. Thank you. Have a nice day.